Oh, it's just you. I mean, hello, welcome to El Paso Rigs, number 141. Today we're talking about the Modern Rifles LP and B-Sides cassette that came out on January 18th of 2019. So, history behind this goes back to me spending time in South Korea for like 2.5 years, and while I was there, I basically just bought a bunch of stuff that I had read about and seen reviewed and listened to and blah 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 blah. So some of the stuff that I would get from Interpunk would be sent directly to South Korea because no, it wasn't. No, pretty much everything I think was sent to my wife's parents who lived in the U.S. So upon arriving home in 2011, I came across this CD in my just massive pile of 2.5 years worth of stuff that had accumulated in the U.S. at her parents' house. So I guess I had read a punknews.org article, or review, I guess, of this, and had, despite being into like metallic hardcore and screamo and stuff, checked it out to the point where I bought a copy, and I kind of got home and I started playing it, and I'm like, why did I buy this? Like, this isn't like what I generally listen to. But for whatever reason, over the next, I guess, year, I got really into that CD to the point where I became obsessed with it. And it is still one of my favorite melodic, post-hardcore, like, alternative albums. I don't even know what this is. It's fantastic. But we'll get to that in a second. So, I was smitten with that CD. 11 tracks. I never really heard anything of the band again. And then in 2013, 14, or 15? No, at this point it would have probably been like 2018. Daryl Thompson, the bassist for Modern Rifles, was pushed onto my blog via a friend and read my review that I had probably written like 4 or 5 years prior about this CD. And he pretty much let me know, hey, I've got 3 tracks that got yanked from the record. And he was like, I don't really even know or remember why. They certainly would have fit on the CD still, but they were yanked, and I'll be honest, they're fantastic. They're really good tracks. They're not like the best of the songs, but I would probably, if I were to choose 11 songs, I would probably pull 3 of the other ones and put those 3 in, because those 3 are really good tracks. So you've got Enter the Craptagon, Hot Stone Meat Party, and Broken Wings Make Broken Things, all very different styles, but I mean, the album does that too. So anyway, so he hit me up with about the 3 unreleased songs, so I was like, hey, can I please release these? He's like, oh, the 3 songs? And I was like, no, I want to release the album on tape with the 3 songs tacked on. He was like, I only have MP3s. I'm like, it's a tape, who gives a shit? Let's just do it. So we did! We did 50 copies. So, I don't know how many there are in terms of the covers, but there are 25 of the old computer beige and 25 of the grass green to go with the new art that Greg Rosem did for this. There's also some, I couldn't even tell, whoa, interesting. I couldn't even tell you how many. Guess what? Sparkle paper. And I really enjoyed that. Yeah. So I numbered them, and I did like a rainbow paint thing stamp for that. And there's also the track sparkle paper. Holy shit, sparkle paper. Sparkle paper. So let's talk about was this the first time I ever got stamps? I think I might have bought stamps for this. I'm not sure if any tapes before this had stamps on them. So hooray for stamps. Huge investment, $30. Used them like 50 times. So what do they sound like? They sound kind of like Guiltmaker, almost like Cirque du Survive, almost like, no, not almost like, definitely like Jimmy Eat World, but better for my personal taste. I found a lot of, especially the older Jimmy Eat World, to be too slow, I guess, for my liking. But this band really steps it up, is heavier, and has, like, the melodic hooks in here are unreal. Not to mention the guitar interplay is really, really good. All of the songs are very different. They're all fantastic. I mean, Taro playing right off the bat, like, right away, you're like, this is some super catchy stuff. And again, not to mention, the instrumentals just really, like, they really kick it. Like it's very post-hardcore in that sense. You could definitely put screaming or like Anthony Green and like do like the dual thing anytime. But Dan on vocals is phenomenal, and in my opinion, pretty much carries this band. I mean, that's not to say that the instrumentals aren't great, because they're fantastic, but there's just something about his voice that sets this band apart from literally everyone else that I've ever heard, except for maybe Jimmy World, because it kind of sounds like that. But again, it's got like a heavier vibe to it. Not that he ever gets to screaming, but just a lot of upper register, a lot of, again, just really, really amazing vocal hooks. Continue on. Feck Me, If I'm Wrong. That is a fantastic song with, again, some really good guitars. United Lead is one of the pillars of this album. Definitely one of my favorite tracks. It's like a build-up song. So is Say a Prayer to Saint Happening. You would have seen both of those tracks come up on Zamplers because I'm obsessed with them so much. I mean, there's other good tracks. Again, those three new ones also are very good, but I can't recommend this album enough. It might not hit you the first time. It didn't hit me the first time, but after repeat listens, like, I got seriously hooked. Is there anything else to say? They have some more songs that were never finished. I guess they wrote a fair amount but didn't finish writing a fair amount of songs. So I would guess that from what Daryl was telling me, it sounds like they had pretty much another album's worth, or at least EP worth, of stuff that they were kind of in the process of writing, but never came to fruition, and then the band disbanded. Hiatus, never any bad feelings or anything like that. So maybe that should bring me to my my next thing. If you picked up this tape at any point, you should probably, I don't know, send me an email, because my other label, Softseed Music, where this album fits a whole lot better on, I just ordered some Mages yesterday. So we're going to do 125 Random Color, 50 Taco, and 25 Wax Mage. So those should be out in, I don't know, 18 months or so, we'll say. So late, like, we'll say fall 2024. I'm stoked. There's a reason why this is getting a record pressing, because I'm obsessed with it. That's pretty much it. What's next? Cape Light is next. That is an absolutely fantastic discography that I luckily got to put out, pretty much just because I knew the guys in Camuso. But until then, paper towels.
Now I know to let you go. I finally found my peace of mind. I will show you where to go. Come and read between the lines. Now I know to let